So, early 2023 means that Apple might be gearing up for another iPhone refresh, as yes, we're already hearing that Cupertino is planning new iPhones, or at least new colors. Bogus rumors hint to the Pixel 7a being a dramatic improvement over the current one, and it seems that Moto Razr leak we talked about recently might not be as fake as we thought. I'm Jaime Rivera, and happy Friday everyone, even if work doesn't really allow me to celebrate. Best of MWC coming very soon. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today are non-existent, but let's talk about Motorola and their next version of the Razr. Lenovo CEO confirmed through an interview with CNBC that the company is working on a new iteration of the Moto Razr and that it will launch soon. Evan Blass previously reported that the new clamshell would launch on June 1st at a Motorola event, but besides that, there's not much information about the date. And if you're wondering why this info is exciting, it's because you probably missed the renders of that phone shared by Evan Blass last week. The images suggested that it'll sport a much larger outer display than previous editions and even any other competitor in the market. The screen will take most of the space of the outer part of the phone, but we'll have to wait and see if that actually happens or it was just a fake render. Moving on, let's talk about Google since we have more information about the upcoming Pixel 7a that I would take with a huge, and I mean massive, grain of salt. According to a new report by Digital Chat Station, the Pixel 7a will have a ceramic body, making it the first Pixel device to do so. This would be a huge upgrade, not only over a previous A series, which normally uses plastic, but also over the Pixel 7 lineup, which uses Gorilla Glass Victus on their backplates. He also reported that the Pixel 7a will use a 50 megapixel camera with a periscopic lens and a hole punch screen. As expected, the Tensor G2 will be powering the show, and as for features, well, Cooper reported that it will support wireless charging, and perhaps the biggest improvement will be the 90 Hz refresh rate, which is almost confirmed by leaked pre-production models, and I just doubt the ceramic will be in for the A series. If anything, I think that they're just going to announce the Pixel 8 with ceramic, at least the Pro. Now let's talk about Apple, as we have two separate reports on iPhones that we'll naturally do two segments for. First, it's Ming-Chi Kuo about the iPhone SE, and listen, yes, I know. We have had a lot of contradicting rumors about the new model being canceled. Then we got reports about the device adopting the same design from previous iPhones. Then it gets canceled again. And hey, guess what? Now Kuo reported that there will be an iPhone SE that will be similar to the standard iPhone 14, which features a 6.1-inch OLED display with thinner bezels. Kuo also added that the new affordable iPhone will be equipped with Apple's custom-designed 5G modem with connectivity limited to sub-6 bands on 5G, and sadly he didn't share any information about the release date, but we doubt it'll happen this year. And finally, for the hottest news today, let's continue talking about Apple since we have a report about an iPhone 14 variant that could be launched pretty soon. Mako Takara reported that Cupertino is planning to release the iPhone 14 in a new yellow color variant, which honestly makes sense because last year around this time they announced the Alpine Green for the iPhone 13 series. However, what's interesting is that this time it will be different. The report mentions that the yellow option will only be available for the base iPhone 14 and 14 Plus and not for the Pro models. And if the new color ends up being exclusive for the base models, I'm wondering if Apple has plans for a different color variant for the Pro models. Now, as for timing, it's hard to predict, but we do hear that it might launch along with the rumored 15-inch MacBook Air that we've talked about, in addition to a possible refresh to the Mac Pro since we're close to when the Mac Studio launched, so that requires an update. But anyways, in today's question, let us know, do you like the idea of a yellow iPhone? Because I do, but it's not the first time that Apple does it with the base models. It would have been great for them to provide that for the Pros, but that's just me. Leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can also follow us on social media. Our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see me cover trade shows. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week.